Oh no, not again. Someone's been stealing. Hey, Mom. Oh my. Let's plant this.
Trouble Busters!
Oh no, not again. Someone's been stealing. This is already the third time. My name is Helen. I enjoy gardening more than doing anything else. My mom and I have been spending so much time and effort on our garden, but recently someone has been stealing from our garden. We decided to place a trap to see if we might catch an animal that's been stealing our vegetables. Oh, the trap didn't work. It's okay, Helen. Let's wait and see if the trap might work. They took it again. Maybe we should install a surveillance camera. Now, please, not again. Let's go check out the surveillance footage. Sure. Hey, that must be the thief. She's approaching the camera. Oh. The cable is torn apart. I'm not going to let her get away with this. Trouble Busters! Hey, Mom. Helen, where have you been? I thought we could use this. Huh? Oh my. Let's plant this. Sure. Hey, you need to tell me what's going on. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You're lying. We need you to explain this to us. I said I don't know anything. You're not getting away with this. What are you talking about? You can't knock on my door to accuse me for something like this. So it was you. Huh? So you were the one who's been stealing from our garden. Stealing? What's going on? Who are you guys? What do you want from me? Would you tell us a little more about this? Of course we can. And we'd like to hear your story too. What the heck do you guys want from me? You can't be hanging out in front of my door like this. We bought vegetables from this Karen lady and got scammed. I told you that's not true. Is that so? It's true. I've been buying vegetables from local farms. Karen's name was labeled on one of the vegetables I bought, but I realized after getting home that it was a fake. It was a plastic replica. Are you sure it was a plastic replica? I'm sure. It even had a texture and smell that's exactly like a real vegetable. I'm sure you're confused about something. There's no way. I bought your cucumbers at the same market that she bought your vegetables. I realized it looked weird when I was about to bite into it, so I tried cutting it, not to realize it was a plastic replica. I see. So you also ended up buying a plastic replica. Yep, it looked exactly like a real cucumber. But that's impossible. You can't say that. We're here because of what happened. What happened? For us, my husband was the one who bought the fake veggies. They were all plastic replicas. The pumpkin looked so fresh and real, so I stewed it until I realized it wasn't real. So you also ended up buying plastic replica too? Yep, they looked exactly like real vegetables at a glance. So that's why we decided to complain to the producer, which is Karen here. It's so strange for her to sell plastic replicas of food at a grocery store. Right? So what? This has nothing to do with me. Well, we noticed someone's been stealing vegetables from our garden. I wanted to find out what's going on, so I buried some plastic replicas in our garden. What? And then we noticed that the stupid thief didn't even realize what we'd done and took the plastic replicas thinking that they were the real vegetables. Wait, so does that mean… Yep, I believe you ended up buying those plastic replicas. How do you even know? Does anyone here have the plastic vegetable with you right now? I have it here. I handmade those replicas. I made sure I carved in my name, Helen, on each replica that I made. Wait, what? Oh, this must be some kind of coincidence. You must have been the one. What? You must be the person who's been stealing from our garden. Stealing? How could you? So you've been selling us vegetables that you stole from someone's garden? This is terrible. But wait, hold on. How can you guys accuse me of stealing and selling food replicas? And you guys can't just say these things without any proof. Isn't this your name right here? Your name was labeled right on those vegetables. I'll admit that I sell vegetables, but then whoever sold those plastics is someone else from the same name. What? That's too much of a coincidence to be true. It's not, and that's why this is happening. If that's what you say, why don't we report this to the police and get the fingerprints checked out? There's no point. I also shop at that market too. Even if you find my fingerprints on those plastics, it could have been from when I was shopping there. That might be true, but may we check out your house then? Oh, why do I gotta do that? You're already rude enough to falsely accuse me of being a thief and a scammer. I think I have all the right to be displeased right now. Well, I guess I wouldn't be happy if I was in your position right now. Right? You think so too? I didn't do anything, and y'all are knocking on my door so early in the morning to make a scene out of your false allegations. But then I can't just let you keep accusing me like this, so I'm willing to show you how I've been making my own vegetables. What? Oh boy. Really? She's growing vegetables. Does this mean we were wrong about all this? I've been telling you guys all this time. But then it's also true that someone has been stealing vegetables from our garden too. Not just once, but many times. And all these ladies ended up buying fake vegetables from a lady named Karen, who was selling plastics that I had my name on. There's no way I was wrong. Oh, shut up. Look, I didn't have to let you into my house like this, but I did. What else do you want from me now? Let me remind you that you've been falsely accusing me all this time, and this is defamation. How are you going to be responsible if my reputation is ruined because people hear about your false accusation? I could even sue you guys for this. But it's hard to believe you would produce much from that tiny patio. There's no way you make enough of what you need for a living. This is only part of what I do, and I'm not obligated to show you more than what I need to. If you're going to keep harassing me like this, I'm going to call the police. But, may we at least get some fingerprints? Oh, quit this already. You really want me to call the police, huh? Oh, Helen. If you insist, I can also prove that I'm not the Karen lady that you're looking for. Huh? I can show you a statement that shows my earnings from selling my vegetables. Wait, what? You don't do business with that supermarket? So after all, you weren't the one stealing? This is a real bank statement. There's no way she forged this. So we were all wrong about this. I guess that was so. All right, so do you guys believe me? Now get out of here and leave me alone. It's okay, Helen. Let's just go now. But we even placed a surveillance camera to find out who keeps taking our vegetables. Poor you. Even if you have a camera, it doesn't prove anything if you can't even see who was the culprit. What did you just say? Huh? I never said that our footage didn't show who was the culprit. What? Oh, well, you had come this far, so I just assumed you couldn't capture the thief's face, you know. Oh my. Is this? Stop, just give it back. Oh my God, look at these. That's Helen's name right there. This one too. Really? And this one too. Oh my. And also this one too. Oh my God. So this must mean, yup. And this means... Well, why don't we calm down and talk about this? You thief! You said this wasn't you, huh? We knew you were the culprit. Wait, hold on. I made these myself. Your name is Karen. It's a nickname. What? That's right, it's my nickname. My real name is Karen, but my nickname is Helen. So I guess you make plastic replicas too, huh? What a coincidence. Oh, look. Huh? You have paint on your nails. Why don't we get this checked out at the police? What? What's the point of getting this paint checked out? I already told you I make food replicas too. We could get the forensics to check it out. I'm sure they'll tell us that this is enough to prove that you've been stealing from our garden. That's not true. This is just some random paint from a random DIY store. I made those replicas. What? I made those replicas myself. I made sure they looked real, so I blended different colored paints to make them look as real as possible. You won't find that color at a random DIY store. Oh God. And by the way, I also blended real vegetable extracts into that paint to make it look even more real. That's why those replicas even smell like real vegetables. You're kidding me. Oh, ew. Oh God. My fingers smell like cucumbers. Oh boy. What in the world have you done? You knew I hate cucumbers, and you did this on purpose, huh? Nope, that's not true. I just felt that cucumbers have quite a unique smell. What? Well, I guess you're right, but then why is this happening? What do you mean? Ever since I stole vegetables from your garden, I can't get this green paint off my nails. You wouldn't have to deal with it if you never stole anything from other people's gardens. What? I used that paint on the part that was closest to the root, and only the thief would be the one who would have touched that part of the cucumber. What kind of evil daughter have you raised? Not as evil as someone who steals from other people's gardens, I can tell you that. Her retaliation is pretty intense, though. Oh, stop laughing. That is such an insult to me. What? I'm going to report to the police about what you've done to me. You guys, too. I could sue you all for defamation. Go ahead. Wait, what? You do know that no one is going to buy your words, right? What? But why? You did this to yourself. You stole something that didn't belong to you and ended up getting that paint on your fingers. Not to mention, you also sold us fake vegetables, too. Don't forget about that. We should be the ones suing you for fraud. Do you understand? What? No, you guys can't do that to me. You've got to be kidding. But you don't even know if I was the one. What? Remember, I already proved that I don't sell my vegetables to the market you guys all shopped at. You all saw that statement earlier. But, see? You can't even prove that I'm the culprit. Mr. Thompson, I remember now. Huh? The manager at the grocery market. I believe his name is Mr. Thompson. Wait, no, stop talking about that. Mr. Thompson. Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're right. How could we forget about that all this time? Right? So everything makes sense now. No, hold on. Thompson is such a common last name. I'm sure the manager happens to have the same last name, and whoever sold that plastic happens to have the same name as me. What a coincidence. That's too much for us to think that it's just a coincidence. But... Aren't you old enough to know that you can't get away with your lies? We're going to report this theft to the police. But why? I've been compromising for you too. Compromise? What are you even talking about? You were even ready to give excuses that almost sounded legitimate. This is terrible. Even after we got everything straight, you're not even willing to apologize about what you've done. Karen, you've been saying something about suing us, but I guess we're going to be the ones suing you. We're going to hire a lawyer to make this right. What? But why? It was just some vegetables. I just took a few veggies from a garden that had tons of them. You had too much in your garden, and you wouldn't have been able to finish all those veggies yourself anyways. You should even thank me for doing you a favor and taking some of the burden off your garden. We never asked you to. Oh, shut up. I did you guys a favor of taking away what you would have ended up wasting anyway. What's wrong with selling them to make a few bucks? What? That's completely out of your business. Whatever, you would just plant more veggies anyway, right? You need to stop making a big deal out of just a couple of veggies gone missing from your garden. You're such a stingy person. And you're the stingiest person stealing from a stingy person. Hey, aren't you her mother? Look at your daughter talking to me like this. Why are you so angry? You're the one who did something bad. Because you're being so annoying. How could you trap me in like this and come knocking on my door like this? Hey, officer. Huh?
What's going on here?
This lady is a thief.
Well, let me get some information. Why don't we talk about this at the police station?
Oh, God. This was just a misunderstanding. I didn't do anything.
Well, let's hear about that too, then.
I'm sorry. I had to do what I had to do to live. Please, you guys have to help me. I could give you half of the money I made from those veggies. It's not about the money. Those were precious veggies that I put in so much effort to make. But I don't want to be arrested like this. Later on, my mom and I officially filed this incident with the police and also filed a lawsuit against Karen. It was discovered that she had been conducting similar crimes to other people's farms too. She was forced to face the consequences of what she's done. She now has a criminal record while all the farmers in town are out watching what she does. I heard she got a job and works her butt off in order to pay for the penalties that she was sentenced to. As for me and my mom, we've been back to enjoying gardening without having to worry about someone stealing from us. Our garden has been quite fruitful lately, so we're thinking about renting more land so we can expand our garden. Trouble Busters!